So we've just opened a file for reading, and let's have a look at this in a little bit more detail. So to do that, if I jump across here, so we've got this open function which is opening our CSV file for reading in. However, something to understand is that this CSV file is opened as a text file and a file object for that text file is returned. So it's not actually the stuff inside the file, it's a file object directing to the file. So we stored the return file object in a variable called f, which we're saying is short for file. Maybe not a great name, but be okay. And finally, the new line argument here, we're providing that because if it's not specified, some data may not be interpreted correctly. So it is important to put in that. Right, so where does this leave us? Well, we've brought back a kind of a CSV file which has been opened as a text file, and a file object is returned. So what we need to do now is we need to go to our CSV module that we imported, our CSV library, and in there it's got a module called .reader, our method called .reader, and it's used to read the file object f. And it does the heavy lifting as it returns an iterable reader object. And what we do here is we just very simply say csv.reader, and what we want to get our read kind of this file object you put in here, and we're going to store that in a variable called reader. So let's throw that across here, and again I put in a little comment here. So we're going to use the reader method to return an iterable. Now iterable of course means that we'll be able to move through it and pick out pieces one at a time. So that's really handy there. And we're going to say reader is equal to, so our CSV package, in there's a method called reader, and what do we want to actually return as an iterable object? Well, we want to return this file object f, so we throw that in there, and I just run it to make sure everything's going okay, and it is. See you in the next video.